Hello and welcome to Talking Taste with Ty. I am Ty and I just realized I put up my first video ever without a proper introduction. So what I want to do is set the timer to 10 minutes and let's just do a brief Q&A. And what I will try to do is post these at least once a month for a few months until you guys kind of get used to me and learn more about me. So let's start the timer and let's see what questions we can get answered. Okay, let's get started. Let's find some good questions. Well, first of all, I'm a lady of a particular age. I am over 40. I live here in Georgia with my 2 children, 2 dogs, and my husband. Now let's get to some fun, juicy questions. Let's see. Who is my celebrity crush? Well, I'd be an idiot if I did not say Chris Evans. Most days it's Chris Evans. Like 99% of the time it's Chris Evans, always. My favorite holiday. You guys are gonna see from this channel, my favorite holiday is Christmas. As soon as Thanksgiving food is put away, I'm putting up Christmas decorations, wrapping gifts. I cannot wait to do videos, photos, holiday wrapping tutorials, things like that. So that's what I really enjoy. Let's see, an interesting fact about myself. Well, interesting fact about myself is after college, I actually worked in radio. I was an entertainment reporter on a local station. So this was back in the day. This was during Britney Spears shaving her head, going after photographers with umbrellas. So I got to report and cover all of that on a morning news show that was for a contemporary radio station. So that was a lot of fun. Let's see. Did I go to college? Yes, University of Georgia, go Dogs. What would you or have you named your children? Well, my children are Cohen and Jaden. So I thought it would be really cool to have either JC or CJ, and they both have inverted initials. And so I thought that was really fun, and 2 syllables, which means I'm constantly getting their names confused. Yeah, parenthood, right? What was my first job? My first job was, again, telling my age, was at a video rental store. So I was an associate. It was a lot of fun. I got to watch movies, eat popcorn while I worked, and walk around with stacks and stacks of VHSs. This was before DVDs were huge and everywhere. And of course now no one even uses DVDs. But I'd walk around and reshelf videos, check people out. It was a lot of fun. It was a perfect job for a 15-year-old. Do I have any pets? As I've said, yes, we have 2 dogs, Kira and Larry. They are both rescues and pretty awesome laid-back dogs. Do I have any siblings? I'm an only child, so just me. Didn't get to be an aunt. It's okay. I had fun anyway, and spent a lot of my time reading and entertaining myself growing up. Where did I grow up? I grew up in Georgia, still live in Georgia. I'm a Southern gal through and through. Let's see. What is my morning routine? Well, I hope to eventually do a video about this, but my morning routine right now is really chaotic. I love watching the YouTubers and any content creators who have the really posh morning routine where they get up and they meditate and they do yoga. Honestly, it's not like that. It's a mad dash. My husband and I both work. My youngest son is in middle school. My oldest son's in college. So I'm calling to make sure he's up for his classes, getting the little one off to school. And so it's not a pretty routine. It's a realistic routine. And hopefully I'll share that with you guys. I think it's the routine that most of us have in the mornings, and throw in a Starbucks trip for my caffeine fix. And that describes most of my mornings. What was my dream job as a kid? To be Oprah. Is that just kind of sum it up? I would rush home from school and 4 o'clock tuned in to Oprah every day, watching a lot of adult content as a child. But I loved her rapport with people. I loved how she pulled emotion out of people. And then I loved older Oprah, how she just got very posh and very fun. And I love current Oprah. I love watching her garden, and I love her magazine and her book club. So yeah, it would be Oprah. Do I use a Mac or PC? I use both. I use a PC for work. I use a Mac for personal use. What is my nickname? I've had a lot of nicknames throughout the years. In college, my nickname was MTV. I was a theater minor. Now that I'm looking back on it, I'm not sure if that was the best nickname, but I always kind of knew what was going on with celebrity gossip, with music. So MTV kind of became my thing. And I also was a DJ at my college radio station. So yeah, it was definitely MTV. And growing up, it was just T as a kid, just T, T. And I have family members that still refer to me as T. So that's fun as well. My favorite thing to do when I have free time. What is free time? Any free time I have, I love getting caught up on shows. I feel like I get so behind on Netflix and Amazon and Hulu shows that I love to get caught up on shows. I love to read. I like to binge read, just like I like binge watching shows. And so I always find books where there's a series, so that I get really excited when a new series in that book comes out. So the Stephanie Plum novels I love, and the newest edition comes out November 1st. I have it marked on my calendar. It's the 29th book in the series. And it's a simple, really easy, campy read. You know, knock it out on a rainy day, and it's so much fun. But it's just kind of like my little warm blanket. Like, oh, this is a cozy read. I know everything's gonna go really well for her in the end. So I do love reading those. How tall am I? Short. 5'3.5", about 5'5.5" with heels. And I don't wear heels as much as I used to. I used to live in them. And then I discovered flats during COVID year, or the C word year, 2020. So as soon as I discovered flats, man, it was over. I'm like, I love loafers. I love cute little ballet flat. I love Tory Burch flats. I like a good flat. My single or taken, again, married. I'm a newlywed. Insert a photo here. I'm really looking forward to doing a video on how to plan a wedding in 2 weeks, because that's what we did. Engaged for a year, and I waited until the last minute to plan my wedding, and it turned out really well, if I do say so myself. It was a little stressful. Okay, it was a lot stressful, but it was quite an event, and so I'll definitely do a video about that coming up. If I can live anywhere, where would it be? Probably not too far from home. Again, I live in Georgia. One town that I love, and a city that I love, is Asheville, North Carolina. And my husband and I own an art gallery here in our town in Georgia. And everything about the downtown Asheville, North Carolina scene I love. It's really artsy, really eclectic, really kind of hipster vibe, and beautiful weather, beautiful mountain views, and great restaurants. So it would definitely be Asheville, North Carolina. What are some of my favorite TV shows? Oh, wow, this is a long list. Or maybe it's a really short list. I've kind of, again, don't have a lot of time to watch television lately with work and kids. But I really love reruns of old school shows. So I'm always tuning into Sex and the City, The Office, Parks and Rec, Roseanne. Love going back and watching reruns of Designing Women online, because Julia Sugarbaker is my spirit animal. So love doing that. Current shows that are out that I love: House of the Dragon. I was a huge Game of Thrones fan. This is a continuation, or I'm sorry, a prequel. Love watching that show. Love the books as well. So George R.R. Martin, genius. So House of the Dragon for sure is the show that I'm constantly tuning into, as well as my reality shows. So Real Housewives of Potomac, which I'm reviewing on this channel, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Salt Lake City, Belle Collective. So I love those shows. So I love some reality television. Favorite sport, hands down, football. Easiest question ever, no brainer. We root hard for the dogs in my house, so we bleed red and black, and I guarantee you that on Saturdays you could probably hear me yelling states over. But luckily the season's going well so far. We're currently ranked number 1. I hope to go back and rewatch this video in a few months, and we will be national champions again. So go Dogs. let's see, I think I have time for one more question. What are my hobbies? Again, don't have a lot of time for hobbies. We work full time. We own an art gallery. We also have the kiddos, so life can be really busy. If I had more time, I would dedicate that to golf. So I love everything about golf. I love the scenery. I love the sport. It is a great mind game. It's just a really fun game to play. So if I had more time, I would dedicate that to golf for sure. Other things, cooking, that's going to be a part of the channel as well. I love trying out new recipes. I love opening up Pinterest and just kind of giving it a whirl and seeing what I'm preparing that night. My husband is such a great sport. He'll kind of eat whatever I cook, so kudos to him. We are vegetarians. That is an interesting quirk. So a lot of my recipes that I do on this channel, I would like to take recipes and do a vegan or vegetarian twist on those. We are not vegan. I love cheese. I'd love the discipline to be vegan, but I have been a vegetarian for a very long time. Stopped eating beef and pork when I was about 11, and then slowly let go of seafood and chicken. So we're strictly vegetarians in this household. Or I'm sorry, my husband and I, my kids they're carnivores. They will eat meat. Okay. I think that wraps up our 10 minutes of questions. Perfect. I would love to do this video with you guys again, just so you know a little bit about me, but stay tuned to some really cool content. Again, we're going to review The Housewives of Potomac that airs on Sundays. Hope to get that video out to you guys by Monday evenings or Tuesday mornings, depending on the upload speeds. What else? Cooking for sure. Also, some videos, business videos, networking, interviewing skills. I've worked in corporate sales for a couple of decades now. Again, to date myself for a little bit. I've worked in corporate sales, and so I'd love to be able to kind of give you guys some of my knowledge, how I plan my day, how I map a territory, and how I work my territory. So stay tuned to those videos. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to having conversations with you guys. Also, down below, you'll see my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok usernames. Feel free to follow me on those platforms as well. But until next time, have a great day, and wishing you guys love and light. Thank you.